sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL.
It is another beautiful day for Philippine basketball as we continue with the MPBL's 6th season. We are in neutral territory for your MPBL Tuesday inside the Paco Arena in Manila as we begin things with a red-hot Paul Sanga, who scored a season-high 22 points in their previous outing. He was efficient from downtown, as much as that guy was as well for Bulacan in JC Carandang, who made 9 threes versus the San Juan Knights. It is the Cuyas versus Batang Caloocan to begin things, and then we will proceed with Iloilo versus Bataan. And for our main event, again in neutral territory, it will be Binyan Tatakgel against the Marikina Shoe Masters. Thank you for joining us, folks. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Wesley Gonzalez, and we have Mika Besames as our courtside reporter. Now, Wes, I mentioned JC Carandang and Paul Sanga, good shooters in the MPBL, but we have to highlight one more player, and that is the guy who, this guy, ito si Wesley Gonzalez, had a short convo with before this game in Gabby Espinas. Kwento mo naman sa amin kung ano yung napag-usapan ninyo.
Well, parang reminiscing lang of how we were in during our PBA days in San Miguel. So I played with the Gabby Espinas for a while in San Miguel. So alam mo yun, syempre ang sarap pag-usapan lang ng mga dati.
Well, Gabby Espinas, even up until this day, is red hot for Caloocan, Batangan, Caloo. In his last 2 games, he scored his season highs respectively 20 and 23. So let's see if he can continue with his prowess here inside the Paco Arena. As now we introduce Mika Besames, who has a story for us. Mika, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. While we are nearing the playoffs, things are definitely gonna get wilder, and so it's just right to welcome back Wild Wild West to this coverage. But for this first game, alam naman natin si Coach Buds Reyes, he has already balanced his expectations for this season. He knows what they're up to, and so for this game, he just wants the boys to play, to enjoy, and to have fun dito sa huling laban nila para sa season na to. Pero it's different for Coach Toto Duhilio dahil pangalawang laro niya ito with the Batang Caloo. Sabi niya, marami pang kailangan ayusin, marami pang kailangan gawin, one of which is their conditioning na napansin niya sa last game nila against Negros. Medyo kulang daw sa conditioning yung boys. So yan ang focus niya. Pero hindi lang sila ang nagpapakondisyon, siya din dahil almost 1 year daw siyang hindi nakapag-head coach. So let's see how this will unfold. Mix and West.
The good thing is he's been there as an assistant coach to Coach Alex Angeles in the past year for Caloocan. So may momentum pa rin naman si Coach Toto with his current players. But now, as it is the last game of the Bulacan Cuyas, there still is some playoff implications present for Caloocan Batang Caloo, which Wesley Gonzalez will be breaking down for us as we take a look at our team standings. Wesley, what's happening?
So far, if you can see, itong Batang Caloo is in the 6th place. They have 4 games remaining kasama itong laro na to, and possibly they can get that 4th spot if they win. And they win all their games, and itong Manila matalo naman. But the interesting part again here in this standing is yung 7, 8, 9 na maglalaban-laban yan kung 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10, sorry. The 8, 9, 10 kasi Rizal, Quezon City, Valenzuela. Yan yung mga teams na maglalaban-laban for the 8th spot. So we still don't know kung sino talaga ang papasok dito sa North Division.
We might actually end up with a point differential to determine the number 8 seed in the North Division.
While here in the South Division, this is very set already. We know Negros will make the top 8 spot, pero syempre yung magkakalabo-labo pa yan, pwede pang ma-dislodge yung ibang position dyan para dito sa South Division. So, pero ito na yung makikita nating teams na yan, yung match-up na lang ang abangan natin.
The last game today, Binyan versus Marikina, might actually determine home court advantage for Binyan Tatakgel in the playoffs. So we'll watch out for that as now we go back to the previous outing of Caloocan Batang Caloo, which happened on their home floor. It was such a nice defense against the Negros Muscovados.
Yes, ang ganda ng kanilang pinakita in this last game. Alam mo, first quarter pa lang, medyo close yung laro, but second, third, it was really a decided game for Caloo.
For Caloocan Batang Caloo, I mentioned the great performances of Paul Sanga and Gabby Espinas, but Real Cervantes as well played very well, scored 15 points, which is the second highest that he has scored in this season. It's a good way for him to be back in good shape after he was hospitalized at the middle part of our season.
Kaya nga yung makita mo yung mga if you're Caloo, you want to see those players step up, especially going to the playoffs. As you see the numbers here, yung field goals nitong Caloocan really just showed up 52%, making 11 three-pointers and making 18 free throws.
It's very, very efficient game for Coach Soto, Trujillo, and company, which was the story for the San Juan Knights in the previous game against the Bulacan Cuyas. It was a big-time victory, 114-87 for the current number 1 seeded team in the North Division. But there was a bright spot for Bulacan, and that was JC Carandang.
At JC Carandang really showed us na pwede siyang maglaro dito sa team na to or sa ligang ito. Career high 36 points, made 9 3-pointers para dito sa Bulacan Cuyas. So ano ito yung bright spot na nakikita natin coming or going to the next season para dito sa Bulacan.
Although in the team aspect, they did give up 100 points or more for the 4th time this season, talking about the defense of these Bulacan Cuyas. This is 10 points less than the highest that they've given up, which was 124 to the Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Right, as you can see, you cannot give your opponent 55% deep na field goals. And giving 21 offensive rebounds, makikita mo kung gaano kaluwag yung depensa na binibigay nila. And that resulted to 56 and 82 bench points para sa San Juan.
Let's see if their defense will be better in today's outing against Caloocan, Batancan, Kulu, which is normally known for their defense this season. Once upon a time, they only limited Marikina to less than 40 points in a 40-minute game here in the MPBL. Bulacan will be playing its last game, while Caloocan will look to improve its record to 16-9. As now, we turn you over to Miguel Perey.
Magandang hapon mga kaliga, and welcome to the first game of average triple header here at the Paco Arena. It's Caloocan versus Bulacan on the 2024 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 6 presented by Extreme. Here are the starters, beginning with the Caloocan Batang Kankalu. Starting at guard number 4, Irven Palencia. Also at guard number 7, Jeremiah Cabanag. Center number 27, Gabby Espinas. Forward number 12, Josh Flores. And the other forward number 5, Ronnie Matias. The head coach for the Batang Kankalu is Toto Trujillo, assisted by Peter Santamaria. Team manager is Mac Robert Dichandu. Team governor is Jeremy Tin. Team owners are Dennis Flores and Honorable Congressman Oka Malapitan. Now, the starting 5 for Bulacan Cuyas. Starting at center, number 26, EJ Pastrana. Guard number 9, Andre Tada. Also at guard number 6, Jason Celis. Forward number 35, JC Carandang. And the other forward number 73, John Baltazar. Their head coach is Bads Reyes, assisted by Joey Dada. Team manager is June Reyes III. Team owner is Congressman Kuya Jonathan C. Alvarado. Referees for small game are crew chief Jay Castroverde, umpire 1 Ryan Bernardo, and umpire 2.
Presenting our starting 5s, brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. We have Irvin Palencia, Jennifer Cabana, Gabby Espinas, Josh Flores, and Ronnie Matias for Caloocan. And then it's Andre Dada with Jason Celis, John Pastrana, JC Carandang, and John Baltazar for the Bulacan Cuyas. This will be the last time that we'll be seeing Coach Buds Reyes and the rest of Bulacan in the regular season campaign. While for Ronnie Matias and company, they're actually one of those teams na medyo makikita pa natin ng madalas dahil may Muntinlupa, San Juan at Sarangani pa sila after this game.
Yes, medyo may laro pa sila, may 4 na laro pa sila including this game. So it's very important for this Caloocan squad to be able to get those 4 wins para mas gumanda pa yung positioning nila coming into the playoffs.
As Wesley broke down in our team standings portion, they can still get home court advantage, which is very important in the MPBL, and Caloocan would know about that because they're one of those teams who have hosted the most in our 6th season. That was a nice pass by Palencia, but a sorry miss for Espinas.
A good defense by Carandang at that time against Gabby Espinas.
Espinas is coming off of his new season high of 23 points in the previous outing. accompanied by also a season high 13 rebounds for him.
Oh,
As now,
very Gabby Espinas yung yung numbers na yun.
yeah, bit of a throwback for us as Palencia drives and feeds. That was short for Flores, and Celis is on the run. 2-on-2 action. Behind the back, basket and one for Jason Celis.
You know what's very scary about this Bulacan squad? Nothing to lose eh. Diba? Parang very relaxed na yung kanilang laro as you see this fast break by Celis, wrapping around itong kanyang layup and a foul.
He made it look so easy, but I'd like to think na mahirap pa rin gawin yun.
Yeah, very you cannot plan that. It's very instinctive.
Intuition?
Oh,
Okay.
parang hindi mo lang siya pwedeng gawin dahil gusto mo lang gawin.
Renz Palma does it a lot. Yun siguro, force of habit na sa kanya yun. As Jennifer Cabanag makes a three-pointer, which is a good sign for Caloocan because Cabanag has only been averaging 3 points per game in the last 2 outings for Caloocan.
So, nasa average na kaagad siya in this ball game.
But his average all season long is 12 points. That's why he has earned the respect of a lot of defenders in our league, as much as that guy has as well. Karandang misfiring. This is Josh Flores. Palencia almost lost it. Drive and feed again. Ronnie Matias. On to Gabby Espinas. No foul. There's the bucket.
You can see the upper body strength of Gabby Espinas, yung control niya, miski wala yung bola dun sa parang hindi na niya maititira, but he was still able to make that shot.
Now you mentioned, you spent time with him in San Miguel, and you talked about it before this game as Karandang makes a three-pointer. Is there any part of Gabby Espinas' game that you want to see unleashed once again here in the MPBL?
Well, I think he can still do it. Yung ganyan na talaga yung laro niya even back in PCU Dolphins, yung banggaan type of very physical type of basketball itong nilalaro ni Gabby Espinas. So, just wanting to see time and again what he can do inside the basketball court.
I like the fact that you reminded us about his PCU days. He was the MVP back then. And his teammate was Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, Bo Belga, very packed team itong PCU Dolphins at that time.
6-5 as of this moment. Andre Dada. No good. Belated happy birthday to him though. Another September baby. Over 3 minutes gone by here inside the Paco Arena. Gabby Espinas tried to barge his way through, and there's a foul on the floor.
You see si Gabby Espinas really moves without the ball well.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. That's JC Karandang scoring his first 3 points in this game. He had 36 in their previous outing. We were talking about Gabby Espinas' move.
Kasi ang maganda kay Gabby is he moves well without the ball. He seals his man well. And doon at that time kanina, nasila kaagad itong si, I think,
Baltazar.
si Baltazar. Yeah.
Who now misfires. Rebound to Cabanag. And we're back with Irvin Palencia. It's Ronnie Matias. Cabanag, a lot of space there. Back to Ronnie. They swing it over to Irvin. His three-pointer is good.
Good swing, good find. Ronnie Matias just using himself as a glue guy in that possession.
Si Ronnie naman, nakasama mo sa
Air 21.
Air 21. How was he back then?
Pareho pa din.
On and off the court?
Yeah, very funny guy, very confident. And parang I feel like yung laro ni Ronnie is very suitable in this kind of basketball that we have. Kasi, back in the day is very, parang ang natural position niya is 4 guy, pero mas maliit siya. Medyo maliit siya for his position at that time. But now, he can shoot the ball from outside, he can, post doon sa poste. So, very comfortable yung nilalaro niya as he cut to the basket and 2 free throws para dito kay Ronnie Matias.
Back then, did you already have an idea with their work ethic, with their attitude towards the game, na pwede tumagal yung karir nito?
Actually, they're very dedicated to the game. And these guys, play everywhere. Kumbaga, maski saang lupalop yan, basta mayroong basketball court, they're the type who would play. So, whether simento yan, putik, buhangin, paglalaroan yan.
Wow.
And those are the type of, Ronnie Matias plays on.
I'm happy that their knees can take the cement. At yung putik na sinasabi mo, as Baltazar fakes, attacks, and misses. Nice tap by Gabby.
Back in the day, kalawit yan kay Gabi. Ngayon, itatapik na lang niya.
Tamang tansya lang para kay Gabby Espinas. It is 10-8. Matias gives it up to Flores. Nice fake. Ronnie, back to Irvin. 8 seconds. Palencia. It's Espinas, catch and shoot, short. And how about Ronnie Matias with his conditioning, getting that offensive board. And it's just Cabanag misfiring. Another rebound. And there's the bucket for Josh Flores.
Yeah, it's the offensive rebounds clicking now for Caloocan.
First 2 points in this game for Josh Flores. This is a turnover. And Cabanag is now over the hump of only scoring 3 points on average in their past couple of games.
Good for him, and you see yung confidence niya really just going up as you see the turnover and a good pass by Gabby Espinas to the streaking.
There's Jennifer Cabanag with 5 points already in this matchup after enjoying Zamboanga as he was a part of our 3-point shootout in the All-Star Day. 14-8.
Back at the Paco Arena for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, as Coach Toto Duhilio is slowly getting back to his head coach form, I asked what he thinks are 3 things he needs to polish entering what could be one of the most challenging playoffs in the MPBL. And he said these. First, conditioning, as I mentioned earlier. Second, as we know, Coach Alex was more of a defense guy. Mas matutok siya doon. So nagdagdag lang si Coach Toto ng konting schemes sa pressure and trap. Now 3, on offense though, which is more of Coach Toto's thing, he likes focusing on the shooters and the bigs, which is why the jobs of Jeremer Cabanag, Paul Sanga, Gabby Espinas will be more challenging. At dahil veteranong coach na si Coach Toto, he is used to these challenges. He goes way back. In fact, he remembers coaching in the PBL with Montana alongside Coach Robert Season. Siguradong naaalala ito ni Kuya Wes. Migs?
Your response, Wild Wild West.
Yes, ngayon bumabalik sa akin lahat yung memories. Thank you for telling me that I'm old, Tita Mix. But you are old also since you know those things. Thank you very much.
Coach Robert, by the way, made a brief stint last year as a coach for Caloocan as Flores scores inside. I hope he's doing well, Coach Robert Season, wherever you may be. Ito si Coach Toto. Siya naman, consistent dito sa MPBL.
Very known already itong si Coach Toto.
Never mo sila naging coach?
Never ko sila naging coach, pero naging kalaban ko sila.
Oh. Was there a specific memory when it comes to preparing for them? Siguro sa depensa binibigay nila?
If I remember itong Montana team, very scrappy. They don't have that much superstars, but they're always fighting. And sina Gary David, sina Jordan Salvador, I remember those guys.
Hindi pa superstar yung mga yun?
At back in the day, parang hindi pa masyado Jason Misolas. I mean, if you know those names, yun yung mga very physical, scrappy players that I played against.
Jordan Salvador and Gary David did play in the MPBL. Salvador played for Marikina before the pandemic, and Gary David made a brief stint for Pampanga. And what's the other team? I think it was Bataan.
Bataan. I remember parang Bataan siya ata natapos.
Oo, kasi Gary David qualified as homegrowns for both provinces kasi lumaki siya dun sa bungad ng Bataan at Pampanga. Now, this free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Gabby Espinas converting. Na-mention ni Mika yung conditioning ng Caloocan. They're still working on it. But it seems like the progress is really visible for us. And Gabby Espinas is the perfect example. Yun naman ang maganda. Alam mo na timing ng Caloocan ng maayos yung pagpipik ng katawan ng kanilang mga veterano papunta sa playoffs.
It's very crucial kasi yung timing na mag-peak yung players. Kasi minsan, you see they peak so much at a very, very early stage of the season. Tapos pagdating sa dulo, nauubusan sila. But you can see, itong Caloocan, paganda lang ng paganda yung kanilang kondisyon.
We have a timeout with 2 minutes and 42 remaining in the opening frame. It is 18-8. We have our fans of the game brought to you by Jinky Skin, present inside the Paco Arena in Manila. We are in neutral territory for your MPBL Tuesday. The same will happen this coming Thursday as we head back to the San Andres Sports Complex before the MPBL proceeds to Binyan on Friday and Bataan on Saturday. There you see John Baltazar playing his last game for Bulacan this season. This is actually quite an opportunity for them to end on a high note because Bulacan is having a 16-game losing streak. The last win that they had was back in May.
Yeah, if you're Bulacan, if you're one of the players for Bulacan, I would say, you still fight, you still play because hindi pa naman dito nagtatapos eh. And you would want to play well consistently because, other teams are watching you.
Right on cue, it's JC Canandang making a 3. Yan, pinapanood yan.
Yeah, so I'm sure, those other teams that wanting to fill up that spot that you can play, I'm sure, this is a good showcase for you.
Canandang just converted on his second three-pointer. This is off of a timeout, 18-11. Montero, nice feed. EJ Habel overshoots, but he was fouled.
Pero it's the Montero drive that made that possible.
Let's see the setup first for JC Canandang, which has been the case since their San Juan game. JC told me he missed his first 2 3-pointers in that matchup. Kala nga niya bad game na siya. But then, the players of Bulacan noticed that the defense started to sag off of him, and that gave him the opening to hit 9 3-pointers.
9 3-pointers, may mga ibang players kasi parang first 2 shots, akala nila parang okay, bad game already, but these shooters, you continue to shoot that shot, which what he did and made 9 3-pointers.
That's out of 15 tries, 60% accuracy from downtown. Real Cervantes will fire. No good. Rebound Viernes. And here's Canandang, a 3-pointer. That was almost out of bounds. Now it's a block for Magat.
Medyo nag-stall yung mga itong players ng Caloocan. Akala nila kasi it was going to be called a violation already.
Right, because we thought that the ball hit the shot clock. But as we continue, it's Paul Sanga making a 3-pointer.
Another guy that we need to talk about. Ito si Paul Sanga made 6 3-pointers naman in the last game they had. So itong mamang to, I remember I'm watching this guy from FEU pa lang. Very no conscience kung tawagin ng mga coaches to.
What made him unique for you, watching him back in the day?
He's very confident and he's, parang consistent lang. Whether pangit yung game niya o hindi, he's going to continue taking that shot. Hindi siya natatakot na 1-2 tira, nagmintis ako, bibigay, hindi ko na ititira.
And sometimes it happens on the break. As Cervantes misfires, but he gets to recover. 2 points are real.
Isa pa tong mama na to. Ito, hindi rin to nahihiyang tumira. Itong mamang ito, very confident as well.
I like that you pertain to them as mga mama dito sa MPBL.
Mga kuya natin, Kuya Real.
At Kuya Paul.
And Kuya Paul.
As EJ Habel drives and scores, we have 5 seconds to work with before the end of 1. Achi Inigo, he surely knows about it. And he almost made that three-pointer. Caloocan is up by 8 after the first 10 minutes.
8 points ang kalamangan itong Caloocan. You still have a lifetime of basketball.
Well, if you're Batang Cantillo, you ought to be careful against the team with nothing to lose, as you broke down at the start of this matchup, Jason Celis and these Bulacan Cuyas. But Ronnie Matias did give us a couple of good moments in the first quarter, as well as Josh Flores, who aided him at the front court with Gabby Espinas to kick things off. There's Gabby with the outlet pass to Jennifer Cabanag, who already has 5 points, which is the highest scoring total for him in his 3 games after the All-Star Day. This first quarter score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL, basta ending GameX. There's the season best game for Paul Sanga in our campaign. 22 points, season high, 6 3-pointers as well. 50% shooting from downtown for the All-Star of Caloocan. Let's hear a Paul Sanga story from Mika Bisamis.
As I mentioned earlier, Coach Toto Duhilio is more focused on the shooters and the big men, which is why Paul Sanga will get back to his shooting shape. Sabi niya, aware siya na kailangan pakondisyon para sa playoffs dahil siguradong kailangan niya makasabay sa 2s and 3s na mas bata na hindi na lang shooting ang kayang gawin kung hindi depensa, pagbaba ng bola. Sabi niya, kahit mga big man ang galing na sa ball screens. Napansin ko din, suot ni Paul ang Anta-Clay Thompsons niya that was actually given to the boys of the All-Stars. Sabi ko, musta yung All-Stars? Sabi niya, ang saya. Roommate daw niya si Jason Ballesteros. Tapos isang lunch, nakasama daw niya sa table, sina Wico, Gabos, Celes, Sumang. Dati daw, ang usapan nila, saan ang gimmick mamaya? Ngayon daw, negosyo, bahay, anak, school. He's just really happy that they're all still playing here. Migs and West.
Wow, that was a nice story, but it is you who would be able to respond to that, Mr. Negosyo yourself, in Westy Gonzalez.
Yeah, maganda yung evolution nila. Siyempre, pag bata kayo, all you think about is, having a good time, going out, meeting a lot of people. Pero ngayon, since, they are parents, they're getting old.
Some of them have sons who are all-stars in the junior MPBL. Robbie Celis and Ronnie Matias, to be particular.
Ibig sabihin talagang matanda na tong si Ronnie Matias. But I'm really happy to hear that, those are second generation basketball players, and soon enough we will see those kids turn into men and play here in MPBL.
Although we are still waiting for the next father and son duo at the same court here in the MPBL following the Aquinos. Sina Matthew and Marlo Aquino.
Oh,
before
grabe,
the pandemic.
Yeah, kasi he played, yung anak ni Marlo played for Adamson also.
Yes, and then he proceeded to play overseas. As this is EJ Habel, able to convert, and it seems like we have a technical difficulty. Yeah, we'll let the referee sort this one out. May isa pang magandang nabanggit si Mike, yung shoes na sinusot ni Paul Sanga. He was proud to show it to me before this game. At bigla akong na-realize as, it is a shot clock violation for EJ Habel.
Clearly.
The layup won't count. So tinanong ko si Paul, sabi ko, number 11 si Clay. Nung nasa Warriors pa siya, ngayon nag-iba na sa Dallas. Naging number 11 ka ba? Or at least you're pinaninindigan mo yung number 11 dahil kay Klay Thompson. At sabi niya, hindi naman. Kung tutusin, at napagbiroan na namin na nauna yung Paul Sanga sa Klay Thompson.
Pero if you look at it, parang almost the same type of game itong si di ba? Si Paul Sanga and Klay Thompson. He's a very good shooter. Also, he can defend as well. So, di ba? Ganun naman si Klay Thompson.
As Paul Sanga misfires, Mika did bring up the defense that he has to keep up with approaching the playoffs, which is more important nowadays because Joel Liu is not a part of the lineup anymore of Caloocan, and that's their best perimeter defender as Marian Magat scores inside.
I think that's the call that he needs to answer. What a good pass para dito kay Paul Sanga to Magat and converting it.
Marian Magat played for the Abra Weavers before his stint with Caloocan. We saw him in the PBA as well, kung saan natuto siya kina Sanitos and Tony De La Cruz, who apparently helped him out with his mid-range shooting. Big shout out to Tony and to Sunny, of course. I'm sure they're dear to you as well.
Oh yeah, because I played against and played with Sanitos and Tony De La Cruz. You know, very nice gentlemen that I played with. So I'm very fortunate.
Oh, the taller gentleman himself served as the absolute mentor for Marian Magat in Sanitos. Tagal din nun, no? Sa Alaska?
At tagal nun. Parang kung gaano katanda yung Alaska, ganun din katagal naglaro si Sanitos doon.
Naging franchise player.
No, but he is the franchise player of Alaska.
It's Osicos misfiring. Rebound, Paul Sanga. Caloocan is up by 11. Over 2 minutes gone by in the second. Achi Inigo. Going to the left, Jagi Laude. Cross court. Sanga, catch and fire. That's a lot of space for him.
A lot of space kasi itong Bulacan has been going on a zone defense since the start of the ball game. So, you know, for a shooter, marami kang space and it's just a matter for you to make those shots.
And isn't it what Paul said to us, which is his favorite, yung cross-court passes?
Oo, kasi yung cross-court passes, ang madali kasi dyan is yung defender kasi has to go from one end to the other and that free space, yun yung very comfortable for you to take that shot as we see this cross-court pass and a shot from Paul Sanga and second three-pointer of the ball game for him.
Ang dali na lang ng adjustment mo, no? Catching the ball, getting to your shooting scheme.
You just have to get to your spots na lang.
Ikaw ba, anong favorite mo dati? Sa three-point shooting, Did you like catching it from the front, from the side, from cross-court passes or whatnot?
I'm actually more on the right side and
Right
center.
side
Oo.
and center.
Kasi parang pag nasa kaliwa, parang may travel time pa eh.
Oo.
To go to the center before you take the shot.
Okay.
Not like here, parang it's easier to take. Pag nasa kanan ka, pag nakuha mo yung bola, parang mas madaling ikasa.
Okay. That actually makes sense kung nasa kaliwa ka. Kasi yung tanggap mo mula sa kanan. This is Josh Montero bringing the ball down. It is 29-17. Over 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Osicos, mid-range jumper. Yes. Yan, namamahay yan sa mid-range.
Oo, parang yun talaga yung ano niya eh. Yun talaga yung range niya. Diyan talaga siya nagkaroon ng pangalan. Ika nga.
Prince Casin almost lost his footing. This is Joko Tayongtong. Aaron Heruta. Ball went off of the leg of Josh Montero. Caloocan will have 5 seconds to work with. Aaron Heruta will inbound after sitting out in their previous outing. This is Jesse Sumoda. Unable to convert. Rebound, Andre Dada. Forward to Samonte. Mark waits for his teammate. Andre calling out the play. Karandang popping out. Step back. Now it's Osicos. Same shot, different result. Balik sa Caloocan. Aaron Heruta. On to Bonsubre, who is fouled. Nang hinayang siya, he could have shot that ball.
Yeah, he could have taken that shot, but you know, it's also a good option to kick that out libre yung kanyang shooter in the corner.
Wala namang ganong drill, no? Yung sinasanay mo na maging instinct to shoot the ball once you're fouled. Wala, no?
Walang ganong drill. It's, you know, ano lang, kumbaga, as you said, it's instinct. So, it's a matter of you know, just
getting used to it.
Yeah, just getting used to it. Being aware.
We have a timeout. It is 29-19. These are the last 3 games of Caloocan for their regular season campaign. Muntinlupa on September 21, Sarangani on October 1, and I just had to leave out that middle game on September 27, back at home inside the Caloocan Sports Complex for Coach Toto Duhilio as they take on the number 1 team in the entire MPBL, the San Juan Knights. San Juan actually was the team that beat Bulacan in the previous outing. That was with a final score of 114-87. Now, since Mika did mention that this is the return game of Wesley Gonzalez, I do want to get your thoughts as Bonsubre scores inside about San Juan getting that number 1 seed, having defeated the Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
You know, parang ang hirap mamili kung sino yung talagang papaboran mo doon. But because you know, those when you look at the composition of both teams, talagang malakas. As you see this nice inside pass and a 2-pointer para dito sa Caloocan. Again, parang to my point, ang hirap mamili kung talagang sino yung mananig doon because you know the composition of players talagang maganda pareho. They're well coached. You know, the management is really 100% in their support in that team. So it's really toe-to-toe.
Which makes it perfect for the storyline of the MPBL. Walang clear favorite.
Yeah, parang that's the beauty of of this league. Talagang wala kang sigurado.
Yes. That was a nice pass inside by Bonsubre, finding Jesse Sumoda. As it stands, San Juan is number 1, Pampanga at number 2, Nueva Ecija at 3, Manila at number 4. That Manila team is who Caloocan is trying to chase for home court advantage in the opening round.
Yeah, those top 4 teams in that North Division talagang ang bibigat. Parang kung ikaw yung mamimili ng kalaban, parang wala kang pipiliin. Sa totoo lang.
Yes. Even if you get past the first round, the second round would be a lot tougher. So good luck, but again, it is a nice way to have our competition done for our 6th season. As Bonsubre saves that ball. Forward to Joko. 3-on-1 action. Heruta with a layup. And we have a timeout off of that conversion by Caloocan. Batang Kaloo. Those were just their 3rd and 4th fast break points in the game. But again, they're looking comfortable as this play of the game is brought to you by Suzuki. Maraming ganyan yung magandang execution at half court, right?
Ang ganda ng read ng big-to-big passes dun sa kanilang set. I mean, nasa zone sila and so butas na butas yung gitna.
We've seen 13 assists after all already for Caloocan. Nagbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, kung saan nagbabalik din si Wild Wild West, Wesley Gonzalez. Welcome back to you, sir. Mika Abisamis joins us as well. This Mix Gomez at your service as we come to you live from the Paco Arena in Manila. Pressure applied by Caloocan as they're up by 14. 10 on the shot clock for EJ Habel, a guy who scored in double figures in the previous outing for the 4th time in his campaign. Karandang step back. That's good.
It was a good defense. The first 23 seconds of the shot clock, pero Karandang, just measuring up, step back, good 3-pointer for him.
That's the 3rd 3-pointer of JC Karandang in this game. I did ask his veteran, Jan Baltazar, kung ano masasabi niya kay JC at this point of his development. And as happy as he is for his shooter, may challenge naman daw si Jan. para sa kanyang teammate, and that is being able to score inside, because at some point, the closeouts would be more efficient to JC Carandang. And how would he respond with that type of defense?
Yeah, good point dyan, Migs, kasi everyone's gonna close out on him really, really hard. So it's up to him how to read that defense. Is he going to take that shot or is he going to drive to the basket?
Now we're even seeing some doubles against JC Carandang. And this is Jan Baltazar handing it off to Jason Celis. 8 on the shot clock. Celis trying to operate. Nice help by Sumoda. 2 on the shot clock. It is a turnover. And here's Prince Casin. No foul there. A lot of contact though. Apparently it was good defense by EJ Habel. And it's Joko Tayong Tong misfiring. Prince Casin slowing down. Monsubre against 2 players of Bulacan. 6 seconds. Heruta will fire. Yes!
I like that extra pass. Meron na siyang tira dun sa gitna, but si Heruta was more free on that side.
The lead is now 14, matching the biggest so far in this matchup. 2 minutes before halftime. Cross court. Habel. Step back. No good for EJ. And we're back with Aaron Heruta. Coach Toto has empowered all of his players already. They have seen action on the floor. Walang umaangat ng 7 minuto in terms of playing time. Bonsubre unable to get the bounce.
Good opportunity for the both teams, yung itong players na to, si Coach Toto, to find also the combination that he really would like to go to coming to the playoffs. And of course, just finding the confidence for the players to find the confidence playing and playing together with the players that they're playing with now.
They can build as much momentum as they can as they go up against Muntinlupa, San Juan, and Sarangani as well in their last 3 games. So those are 2 teams out of the playoff hunt in Muntinlupa and Sarangani, and San Juan, which they would take on at home. So at least they would have their help from their 6th man. As this is Andales, unable to score. Back to Mark at the corner. Baseline drive. It's a steal for Casin. Prince wisely slows down. Heruta, baseline leader, 2 points.
Good read, good fake, dive to the basket, floater para dito kay Heruta.
7 points now for Aaron. Only 3 players haven't scored for Caloocan. Casin, Tayong Tong, and Inigo. It's well balanced, Wesley. The top scorer is Paul Sanga with 6.
Halos lahat sila pare-pareho lang yung scoring nila, and then the minutes also.
Nobody has attempted more than 4 times from the field. Aaron Heruta faking the pass. Sumoda was wide open. And this is Prince Casin, straight away 3. So 2 players na lang hindi pa nakaka-score para sa Caloocan.
Hand down, man down. Good read by Casin. Nakita niya yung depensa.
10 seconds before halftime. The lead is 19. 3 seconds. Osicos this time from downtown. And that's going to do it for our first 20 minutes here inside the Paco Arena. And Osicos able to convert on his first 3-pointer after already draining 2 mid-range jumpers. So he's up to 7 points as the second leading scorer of Bulacan behind JC Carandang, who already has 9 off of 3 threes. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
back at the Paco Arena for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesamis and right now I am joined by Coach Joey Dada, of course, of the Bulacan Cuyas. Magandang hapon, Coach. We are still feeling the urge to win, no, from the boys. Pero syempre, dahil huling laban nyo na, mas gusto natin nakakakita na lang ng enjoyment and fun from them, no. Pero ikaw, Coach, what do you want to see sa second half para medyo mas mag-improve yung performance?
Yes, sabi nga namin ni Coach Buds doon sa mga bata, yung walang difference tong last game na to doon sa mga games na nilaro namin. Yung start, yung gitna hanggang ngayon, same intensity gusto namin makita. Lagi naman namin sinasabi, mag-enjoy kayo sa games. Pero siyempre yung intensity at saka yung eagerness nila, ipakita nila na gusto pa rin namin manalo. Kaya lang with this score, medyo kailangan mas extra pa bukod ron sa talagang kaya nilang ibigay sa team.
Bilang playoff team din ang kalaban sa araw na to, Coach. Coach, meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Yes. Yeah. Since this is our last game, gusto namin magpasalamat talaga kay Team Apparel for our uniforms. Our team doctor, Dr. Edgar Eufemio, maraming salamat. RJ Cano, Philomena Advanced Aesthetics, salamat din po. And of course, ang aming court na pinagpapracticean lagi, Bonavida Center, Sir Mark Lu, and Sir Christian po, maraming salamat po sa 9 months. Hindi niyo po kami pinabayaan. Of course, kay Attorney Sam Viernes, maraming salamat po. And kay Tita Annie and the Reyes family. Of course, Tito Mikey, salamat at lagi kang nandyan para sa amin. And personally, I would like to thank my brother. Siyempre, naiyak pa ako. Coach Jazz, thank you. Dahil wala po ako dito sa MPBL kung di na ako sinamahan. And sino pa ba to? My family, my dad, of course, yung partner ko. Sweetie, thank you. And sa'yo, maraming salamat sa mga tanong mong hindi mahihirap. Thank you, MPBL. Manny Pacquiao, maraming salamat po, Sen, sa ginawa niyong ligan to at marami po kayong natutulungan. Thank you. At higit sa lahat ng pinasalamatan ko, Coach Buds, sa head coach ko, thank you po sa suporta. Mahal na mahal kita, Coach. Thank you.
Coach, alam kong marami kang pinasalamatan pero galing din sa amin. Maraming salamat din sa lahat ng saya na nadala ng Bulacan Kuya sa season na to and of course for being a great sport. Once again, this is Coach Joey Dada from the Bulacan Kuyas. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Our halftime score is 43-27 in favor of Caloocan Batang Kankalu against the Bulacan Kuyas. And our statistics will explain to you why the advantage is like this.
Well, you know, 7 steals, giving up 7 turnovers, giving 16 assists para dito sa Caloocan, 18 big points, inside points. Talagang malaking yung advantage nakuha nitong Caloocan against Bulacan. So, 43-27, this is not so far apart, but it's far apart. So, 2 quarters left para dito sa Bulacan to end their last game of the season with the winning note. Itong Caloocan naman, wanting to continue that winning streak that they have and a better position para dito sa playoffs.
Caloocan has fielded 15 players already on the court. 13 of them have scored. Achi Inigo at Joko Tayungtong na lang ang ating inaantay as Ronnie Matias scores inside. It's been that well balanced.
Yeah, very well balanced scoring para dito sa Caloocan. And I'm sure Monique Malyari is very happy with that Ronnie Matias score.
Let's see if Ronnie can give us more as this is Josh Montero giving it up to Baltazar, who's fouled by Ronnie Matias, and Baltazar went crashing onto our A-boards. Again, that's one of the purposes of the A-boards. Sila yung sasalo sa mga players natin.
Meron ng magandang marketing at merong shock absorber para sa ating mga players.
Nakita natin, medyo, kumbaga may mileage na rin yung mga boards natin. Imagine, dinadala yan ng MPBL staff kung saan man ang games.
Exactly. So
there's actually one L300 allotted for those boards. At they drive wherever the MPBL holds its games 6 times a week.
And that's how dedicated our people are in giving you good games, good coverage para sa ating mga fans ng MPBL.
It's a steal for Bulacan. So that's their first in this game. Check that, it's their second. After having 0 in the first 2 quarters. 45-28. JC Carandang doubled. Almost a steal. This is Jason Celis. A 3-pointer.
Only the 5th 3-pointer para dito sa Bulacan, while ito namang Caloocan, another 3-pointer.
It's Josh Flores answering back with his first 3 in this game, and now it's another steal for the white shirts. Flores feeding onto the wrong man. He had good intentions, but it was such a nice read by that certain Bulacan Kuya. Steal story, 8-3. Baltazar hands it off. Carandang back at it. To the corner. Jason Celis, an opening up and under. No good. And here's Irvin Palencia onto Jeremy Cabanag. Another miss. Rebound Bulacan. Pass inside. One more. Osicos. Short stab.
Medyo bilis yung pace ng ating opening quarter. Osicos already with 9 points across his name.
Let's see if this can actually help out Bulacan as they try to pull off a comeback. We've already seen big-time comebacks in the MPBL, sometimes with deficits of 30 points, as Gabby Espina scores off of that feed by Ronnie Matias.
Parang ang ganda rin yung combination nitong si Ronnie Matias and Gabby Espinas. Give and take sila Parang hindi sila nagkakanya-kanya.
And they're interchangeable, right?
In terms of color, very interchangeable.
Osicos. Wild shot. Rebound Gabby. And here's Irvin Palencia. 3 minutes gone by in the third. They go to Cabanag. All alone. Jedimer. No good. Loose ball foul by engineer Ken Osicos.
A good position by Flores. That time.
Cabanag is not really doing well with his 3-point shooting again. He's at 1 out of 6. Which has been the usual stat line for him in the last 2 games. Although he hasn't played as many minutes, only 10 minutes so far. Nung tinanong ko naman si Coach Toto Dohilio about the scoring regression of Jeremy Cabanag, hindi naman daw sila ganun ka-concerned. After all, Cabanag dished out 5 assists in their previous outing, which is one thing that he can improve because the defense has also closed down on him.
Yes. And as a player, you have to recognize kung hindi maganda yung offense mo, you can still contribute on the other factors of the game.
Josh Flores able to convert again. And it's a 2.
A good catch and shoot by Flores that time.
Flores started late in our campaign as he was only able to suit up after the window for Caloocan Batang Kankalu, but he did train with them since the start of the season. This is Andre Dada, unable to shake off his defender. That's a sorry sequence for Flores, who tried to emphatically get the board.
Ang ganda na sana yung depensa niya. As we see this kick out pass. Flores. Was that a 3-pointer or a step? He was stepping on that line. That's why 2-pointer lang binigay sa kanya.
They have a timeout. It is 52-33. This fan of the game is brought to you by Jinky Skin. There we have her present at the sideline. Again, she looks familiar. Let me do a quick Instagram search. Dito, mahirap magkamali eh. Pag mag-mention tayo ng partner. There's Andre Dada of the Bulacan Kuyas. Yeah, hindi yan. Hindi yan yung partner na pinakita natin kanina. But there's Andre's father in Coach Joey. Si Coach Joey po kanina, he was emotional in his halftime interview with Mika Abesamis, as he was at the start of this game. Because normally, the coaches would shake hands, hindi kaya mag-high five sila before this game. Kanina, nung high five nila or shake hands ni na Coach Joey and Coach Buds Reyes, si Coach Buds biglang hinatak si Coach Joey at naging yakap. And that hug, Wesley, lasted more than 5 seconds.
Yes, marami na lang pinagdaanan eh.
After all, silang dalawang coaches na nanatili dito sa Bulacan Kuyas, even though they've struggled so much, pinroject nila yung mga players eh, na mabigyan sila ng pagkakataon na ma-recognize sa ibang mga kupunan. And next year, makita natin ang pagbubunga ng kanilang pinaghirapan.
Yeah, yung as you said, yung pinaghirapan lang, yung oras na binigay nila, and of course the relationship that they have and with the players as well. Yun yung, I think, yun yung emotions na nararamdaman nila, especially that they know that this is their last game of the season.
Coach Toto Dohilio and company on the other end will have 3 more games as Andre Dada tries to operate. Osicos. Sorry, that was John Baltazar. Montero to Dada, a corner 3. No good. A drive for Josh Flores and the conversion.
Good read by Flores. Kita niya nag-close out kaagad sa kanyang tao. Drove to the basket and finished with his right hand.
Flores is the first guy in double figures for Caloocan Batang Kankalu. And in the whole game, if you think about it, for both Caloocan and Bulacan. Gabby Espinas is ahead of the pack. Ervin Palencia dribbles, attacks, lobs. Espinas not ready for it. Oh, now he's on the floor. Oh, natamaan si Gabby Espinas. Yeah, he's not bleeding. Espinas will take time before he gets back up.
Hindi sinasadya yung pagkakatama sa kanyang mata, but you know, he's a bit frustrated na hindi natawagan ng foul yung kanyang galaw niya doon kanina.
This was the lob to him. May frustration man dyan para kay Gabby Espinas, but he hasn't been frustrated quite lately for Caloocan. Ayun, no, natamaan siya. I've been mentioning the season highs that he has scored in their past 2 games. Sinelebrate din niya ang birthday ng kanyang bunso na si Shelby. Tinanong ko, ang saya naman ng araw na yun kasi season high ka na, birthday pa ng anak mo. Sabi, ayun, nag-celebrate nga kami sa Star City. Sabi ko, hala, nag-ride ka pa ba sa theme park? Hindi na raw. Nanonood na lang din. Kala ko sumasabay pa kasi dito sumasabay pa sa MPBL.
It's just very happy to see and spend time with your kids and, just bring them, see them happy. And soon enough, you will get there, Mix.
Basta sa ngayon, focus muna tayo sa ating trabaho as Jason Celis misfires and we're back with Caloocan. This is Real Cervantes firing and missing. That was way off. Numbers for Bulacan. Samonte, Dada, one more. Celis, short. And Inigo is all alone. Achi slowing down. Top board ba yun? Basta.
Oo, top board yun.
2 puntos para kay Achi Inigo, who by the way has stood out in one particular stat this season. As a point guard, this is very important. Assist to turnover ratio.
Yes, yun yung for the kids who are not familiar with that, it means that he's taking care of the ball very well. He's very efficient in dishing out the assist in terms of dun sa turnover na nakukumit niya habang siya ay naglalaro.
Inigo is the 3rd most efficient guy in that category with 76 assists and 14 turnovers this season. Cervantes will fire. That's good. Pambawi para kay Real Cervantes. At maganda yan na umaangat ulit ang level ni Real dahil na-mention ko nga, he was hospitalized at the middle part of the season. He said, as of this moment, he's only at 80% conditioning compared to how he was at the start of their campaign.
And it's very important for Caloocan, especially coming to the playoffs. You need the Real Cervantes na kapalit ni Gabby Espinas. Kasi syempre pag nawala si Gabby, then you have a Real who's scoring also.
At yung sinasabi kong supposed 100% ni Real, mataas na level yun because he compared that 100% to how he was with his Kia days. So PBA level of conditioning.
Yes. Which was 10 years ago. Just kidding, Real.
Alam mo, sa tagal ng MPBL, it feels like it. Because now we're at our 6th season. Cervantes, once upon a time, was one of the leading scorers of our league as his 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Back in Season 2, it was Real Cervantes versus Michael Wico fighting for the top scoring slot in the MPBL as Marian Magat just gave us a slam.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. Ang ganda ng, it was a very good dunk by Magat that time.
This play of the game is brought to you by Suzuki off of this miss by Paul Saga. It's a rebound and a putback jam for Marian Magat, making Sunny Thos proud as his mentee.
A good fake, step, and then that vertical jump.
Dada converts from the line. Ayan ang kanyang ama, si Coach Joey. Maganda rin ang kwento nito ni Andre Dada. Let me search for it. Before the pandemic, nasa bahay lang siya. He was about to give up basketball. But the pandemic actually changed his perspective. Naging family man siya at nagkaroon sila ng bonding time ni Coach Justin. There, they worked upon the conditioning of Andre Dada, which led on to him being recognized by his Tito Justin Dada as well, who was already connected to the MPBL. And here he is nowadays, as that's a beautiful alley-oop to Paul Sanga.
Good passing by Caloocan that time. Very selfish basketball.
By the way, I was able to find out kung sino yung Jinky Beauty natin kanina. Yun po ang asawa ni Paul Sanga, si Miss Chrysler.
It's good to see beautiful faces here in Paco Arena.
Paul Sanga back at it. They're up by 28. They go to Cervantes. Inigo staying patient. Up top, Real. Paul Sanga all day. High looping 3, an air ball. Magat already wanted another putback slam. And he's going to be called for a tech. He hung on the rim. That's 2 fouls on him. A loose ball foul and a technical foul.
But it's I'm a bit confused because that's a dead ball already. What's considered as a dead ball already, right?
Yeah, natawag na yung foul eh.
Because tinawag na yung foul eh.
I think it's just the act of hanging on the rim in itself, whether it's a dead ball or not. That's illegal. So this will be a technical free throw for Andre Dada.
So those are two fouls
Yes.
under Marian Magat.
Yes, 2 personals.
2 personal fouls.
Although that shouldn't be too big of a problem. After all, well-balanced naman ang kanilang rotation sa ating laro. Let's see the loose ball foul. Makikita ba natin? Hindi na. Ito yung kanyang paghang.
Yeah.
Samonte was fouled in the box-out sequence, and Caloocan is already in the penalty. That's why Mark is now at the line. Samonte able to convert. (66-40). Cervantes cross-court. Jaggy Laude. To Marian Magat. Mid-range. No good. Yun, Tony De La Cruz moment niya na sana yun.
Oh, pero that was a good shot by Marian Magat. That's his shot.
I remember those corner mid-range jumpers from Tony back in his day.
Ano yun? Automatic yun eh, di ba?
Yeah. And you really see him at the mid-range. Madalang lang sa 3-point area as Samonte is on the move. Behind the back, Andre goes to Ken. And Osicos will score.
Good passing para dito sa Bulacan.
Laude leaning in. Basket and 1 for the professor of Caloocan. This fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Max, powered by Playmax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. That could have been a nice time already for Samonte. He won't get that statistic as it will belong to Andre Dada.
Yes.
Jaggy Laude with his bonus free throw. He could not convert. Rebound to Karandang. It is a steal. Inigo lobs. Magat will finish.
Actually, Inigo, alam na kaagad niya na ipapasa niya eh.
Yeah.
Alam, bago pa lang niya makuha yung bola, alam niya ipapasa niya. And it's a very good instinct for a point guard.
And it's about time that he would get his first assist in this game as Franco Viernes answers back. 15 seconds to go. Laude bothered by Franco. And here's JC Karandang. He attacks and he's fouled. 2+1.
Good balance. Itong si Karandang driving too hard to the basket.
That's his first 2-pointer in this game. That's actually his first 2-point attempt.
He's going to the other direction pero yung tiro niya nasa kabila. Papunta siya ng kaliwa pero yung katawan niya nasa kanan.
And rightfully so, he completes the 3-point play. 3 seconds, Inigo again. Same result. So after 3, it is 70-47 in favor of Caloocan, Batangan, Caloo. They continue to win all quarters.
Yeah, if you're going to look back at it, first quarter 23-15, second quarter ito naman 20-12. To see the highlights, Mr. Gabby Espinas.
These are brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Couple of highlights from the vets themselves.
Yeah, very balanced scoring. As you see, Marian Magat slams that ball home. And yung kanina sinasabi ko, every quarter, lamang itong Batangan Caloo. That's why they have a 23-point lead in this third quarter.
This score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball and the partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fans of the game, just like the Avinis, do more and achieve more. The muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avinis, oras na para magmotor. So, these girls seem to be friends of Andre Dada, if not family members. Andre Dada's team is down by 23 points. 70-47. We'll be seeing our quarter scoring later on as Bulacan will get first possession in their last quarter for their regular season campaign. Here we have it, Wesley Gonzalez.
Yeah, quarter scoring 23-15 in the first quarter, well, 20-12 in the second quarter, 27-20, all in favor of Batang Kankalu.
I'm looking at the record of the Bulacan Kuyas, as this is a three-pointer for Prince Casin. He just misfired. The biggest loss of Bulacan was against Pampanga. They lost by 43. Mukhang malayo-layo naman ang diferensya in that Pampanga game, comparing it to this game versus Caloocan. Their season low was 51 versus Quezon. So, siguro naman makaka-5 puntos sila in the fourth quarter. But they've been limited to 50-plus points 4 times already in their campaign, which could happen here, especially if Caloocan holds up with its defense.
At the last play, natawagan si Bonsubre ng offensive foul because he stuck out that right elbow. So I think the referees are reviewing it whether to call it just a normal offensive foul or merong, if they're going to elevate it into something else.
It was a quick decision for our referees. We have Ryan Bernardo, Manuel
Upon review,
Binondo, and Jake
unsportsmanlike
Casoverde
foul on
working
number
on it.
16,
It is an
June
unspoke.
Bonsubre. That's his first foul, 1 on the
And Caloocan will let this go. They're up by 23 after all. See what happens.
Claro.
Well, I'm happy that it wasn't the hardest of
Yes.
hits. Okay lang naman si Franco Biernes. Although naitapat niya ang siko sa kanyang neck. You can see his two coaches looking very proud at the sideline. Coach Dada and Coach Buds Reyes. That's Coach Joey Dada, who I described. It will be interesting as to who has been noticed this season for these Kuyas and who will get offers from premier teams, hopefully, next season as EJ Habel scores for Bulacan.
Yeah, very crucial. Kung sino man ipasok dito for Bulacan, Kuyas, talagang kumbaga pinapanood kayo ng ibang teams. Don't be discouraged na you guys are the bottom of the standings.
We've seen a lot of stories like that. Marikina is such a perfect example with the Enzo Hosons, the Marvin Junicios, who are now part of a contending team in South Cotabato as Osico scores for Bulacan. And the MPBL in itself has produced a couple of great talents like Jan Nermal, who is now in the PBA. Adrian Docum is also excelling there as Jesse Somoda scores inside. How about the Mike Ayanayans and the Aris Jonicios of the world as well?
Oo, grabe yung pinagdaanan nila. But they're there playing their hearts out as JC Karandang. Isa pa to sa mamang to. Isang mama to na I'm sure tinitignan ng ibang teams.
So that's a sign of respect from Wesley Gonzalez kapag tinawag ka na niyang mama sa MPBL. Carandang just hit his fourth three-pointer. He has 15 in total. Bonsubre, no good. We're still waiting for Tayongtong, by the way, to score. He's the lone guy who hasn't put in a single point for Batangan Caloo.
But Bulacan, so far in this fourth quarter, lamang sila against Caloocan.
This was three-pointer number 4 for JC Carandang, ang tubong Batanggenyo ng Bulacan, who started the season without any confidence on his shot. But now, as you can see, no hesitation na para kay JC. Na-mention niya nga sa akin as Casin scores for Caloocan, that JC was actually challenged by Coach Buds to, again, show his scoring prowess in this outing. Try to get at least 20 in this game.
And as a coach, you know, you're very happy to see the development of the players that you have. Diba? Parang makikita mo kung paano sila nag-grow from, you know, day one that you've handled them to, you know, to the last one.
Prince Casin, that's another guy whose confidence has grown for Caloocan. But speaking of confidence, let's go to our ever so confident courtside reporter, Mika Abesamis. Okay, I think Mika is trying to make her report even more spicy for us later on.
Yes, you know, ganun kagaling itong si Ate Mix. Kung sa industriya, ang tawag na dito, Tita Mix na.
Akala ko, tatawagin mo ring mama si Mika Abesamis.
But you know, I have so much respect for, you know, for Tita Mix and how she, you know, she works and how she balances everything that she has.
Okay, Tita Mix, take it away.
I'm sorry about that. Patience at confidence ang baon ni JC Carandang mula sa season na to. But I'd like to talk more about his confidence. Sabi niya he appreciates how much trust Coach Buds showed him lalo nung nawala ang stars. Talking about Big Boy Hernandez and Paulo Hobalde. But generally, he is happy that Coach Buds is a guy that really never quits. But you know what? I also discovered na long-time coach niya pala itong si Coach Toto Duhilio sa Arellano. Mabigman daw siya. Kaya marami din siyang natutunan dyan. Migs and Wes.
Oh, so he might have something more to prove in this game.
Pareho, paglaruan na niya yung parehong sistema, you know, but
Right.
you know, he has so much respect for Coach Buds and Coach Toto.
JC Carandang is 5 points away from reaching his target with Coach Buds Reyes, the empowering head coach of Bulacan in this game. So he has 15, 4 threes, 6 rebounds, and 2 dimes. To mention ni Mika na nag-Arellano siya before. There you see his output versus San Juan. 36 points, 9 3-pointers, with 5 rebounds and 3 blocks pa. Apparently, he spent time with Archie Concepcion in Arellano. Before that, he was also at Mapua with Lawrence Victoria. So, ngayon, kumbaga, nakapagpakita na siya ng kanyang prowess as much as those two have done it as well. Those are all-stars this season for the MPBL. And finally, Joko Tayongtong scores for Caloocan.
So
which
every
means
player for Caloocan has scored in this ball game.
did you ever play video games? 2K, NBA Live, ganun?
Konti.
Konti.
I wasn't hooked. I wasn't as hooked as my friends were.
I bring that up because I remember when I played back in the day, nagiging goal ko yung yung makascore lahat ng player kasi may points yun sa profile mo. And that made me appreciate yung mga ganitong klaseng performance sa MPBL. Lahat nakaka-score.
When you were playing those video games, were you commentating also?
Ay, hindi. Doon ako natuto mag-commentate.
Kaya, kasi nga, I'm sure, you know, the other commentators started with that. Parang maybe, just playing and then commentating on what's happening, or parang just watching the game and just turning off the sound and commentating, di ba?
Well, I didn't turn off the sound. What happened was, kumbaga tumatak sa akin yung style ni Marv Albert and Steve Kerr, having played NBA Live before. At ngayon, sina Kevin Harlan naman. And so, I just hope that, we as commentators are able to carry the same service to our Filipino basketball community. Sana naman po ay nagagampanan namin ang aming purpose sa inyo mga nanonood.
Yes.
After all, what we're doing is for you guys.
But thank you for giving us the opportunity to cover the games for you.
Oh, tama yan, Wes. Kung wala rin naman ang ating mga kaliga, wala ang MPBL, as Jesse Sumoda just scored inside. It is 84-57 with over 4 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter.
First five of Caloocan is back in this ball game. Coach Toto sumisenyas ng kanilang defensive scheme against Bulacan.
Which Mika mentioned, ito yung unting dinagdag niya mula sa sistema ni Coach Alex Angeles. Mukhang unting mileage pa as they prepare for San Juan in the playoffs as Osico scores for Bulacan. Cabanag will shoot and he will misfire. Cabanag is now 1 out of 7 from downtown. So, sa sobrang balanse ng minuto na binigay ni Coach Toto as Osicos converts for Bulacan, everybody has played at least 10 and a half minutes.
Every player had a chance to show what they can do for this ball game as Flores drives hard to the basket, already with 14 points across his team.
Flores only has 1 miss, 6 out of 7. Naging passerelle type of substitution din, no? 5-5.
Parang 5-5.
Umabot ka pa ba sa
naman.
Ano?
Actually, umabot ako sa passerelle. I played for passerelle back in 95.
Ganun na katagal din yung...
So, 94 and 95, yeah.
And the format was already like that?
Yes. Parang first quarter, ibang players.
Yeah.
Okay, kumbaga same set of players eh. The
Bawal
second
mag-sub.
quarter, bawal mag-sub.
Oo. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
I think SBP, the small basketeers of the Philippines and Passerelle are going back this year to have the league again. Kasi medyo nawala sila. So I think I don't know if I can mention the brand, pero they're relaunching the league.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So I assume this is because of the pandemic.
Could be.
There you see the nice hug from Coach Buds Reyes to Andre Dada, which could signify that he has played his last this season for the Bulacan Kuyas.
And you would, as a player, and as a spectator, if you see your player hugging the coach, parang it says a lot. It says a lot about the relationship, the relationship that Coach Buds, Coach Joey Dada, gave these players.
As much as we always argue that they are father figures, they're actually perfect examples as literal fathers themselves to basketball players. Mikey Reyes, of course, and Andre Dada. I can just imagine, though, how life is for Andre na kasama mo sa family gatherings mo, yung tatay mo, yung coach mo. Non-stop ang kanyang advice na nakukuha as we have a timeout. 86-63. Our VIPs are present at the sideline. Head of Security Rudy Distrito. Ayun, nakalagay nga safe sa kanyang t-shirt. And then, of course, Emer Oreta, our Head of Basketball Operations. This is Josh Montero attacking and feeding. Nice pass onto Andre Dolalia.
Good find. Akala ko rin he was looking for a man outside the shaded area.
86-65. Palencia. Sumoda for 3. No good. And there's a foul off the ball. Much to the surprise of Marian Magan. That's the last foul to give of Caloocan. And it's number 4 as well for Marian.
Wala pa sa penalty itong Caloocan. So sideline inbound para dito sa Bulacan.
Babalik pa ba si Gabby Espinas? May plano pa ba siya? After all, he's played 13 minutes.
Gabby Espinas, sa haba ng experience sa basketball, I think, if he indeed, try to be in a basketball coach, I think, it's a very easy transition for him.
Oh. Well, he does have a son who already played for Gilas Youth. And 2 more sons after that. And then, na-mention niya na yung bunso niya na si Shelby is starting to also appreciate ball sports. So that could be, a starting 5 of Espinas's. Kasama siya, of course. That's a choice. As Jason Celis gets a hand from his teammates. Parang naging farewell game to, ng Bulacan. As it is, literally. This is their last game. It's good that they're exhibiting this positive energy.
Yeah, parang pag nakita mo sila, parang hindi sila nagmumukmuk. Parang they're just, happy to be with each other.
Dolalia just scored for the Cuyas. This is Josh Flores, the game's top scorer with 14. Oh, check that. Naunahan na siya. Pero ng kanyang mga kalaro. That's Osigos and Karandang. As now we have an unspo. There's too much physicality between Jesse Somoda and Andre Dolalia.
Parehong big-bodied ang nagkatabi. Medyo nagulo yung buhok ni Olalia kaya inayos ng kanyang teammate.
Yan ang kanilang positivity, their level of care in this game. Let's see the unspo. It's another miss for Cabanag. And then, another neck check. Napadila. Itong si Andre Dolalia. As he knew that the call would benefit him. Dolalia, by the way, is another guy who has had to recover from injuries. He didn't have the nicest collegiate career, especially if you compare it to his stint in high school with UE. But I'm happy to see him here in the MPBL, looking good. This is Josh Montero, an 18-point disadvantage. Approaching the last 2 minutes. Montero to Dolalia, short stab, no good. The ball will remain with Bulacan.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left para sa ating ball game. So parang finishing touches for both teams.
Sikos will miss. Dolalia with the board. These last 2 minutes are brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, official online basketball any partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Another rebound for Bulacan. With this, Wesley, they will end their season with a record of 2-26, while Caloocan will move up to 16-9, which means if you would look at the North Division playoff picture, that's going to be a game behind Pasay and 2 behind Manila. But they have 3 more games.
They have 3 more games. So, Manila has 2 more games left. Itong Pasay has 1 more game left.
Tama. We have a foul called. It was a charge by Marian Magat. Nagparamdam kay Andre Dolalia. And do we have a timeout? Nope. It will be a sideline inbound. Nag-foul out lang si Marian Magat. So Real Cervantes will have to return.
And you don't want to see, yung mga ganong instances, especially patapos na yung ating laro. And you can conclude that this game is finished already.
Yeah. Magat is done. He finishes with 6 points, 9 rebounds in 13 and a half minutes of play. Yun naman ang maganda kay Marian Magat. Kahit na pumasok siya sa isang kupunan na may Ronnie Matias, Gabby Esminas, and Real Cervantes, Magat has himself a nice role with decent minutes.
Yeah, grabbing 9 rebounds for Caloocan is a very big help for them.
Magat actually more than doubled his minutes average from Abra when he transferred to Caloocan. Now he's averaging 13 and a half minutes of play overall. This is Cervantes trying to extend the lead to 20 at least. And Sumoda will do so. There's a foul. Sumoda admitting to it. A returning player in the MPBL after spending some time with Sarangani last year. Let's see that dime. Sumoda with a couple of dribbles. Strong side. Able to finish. First free throw converted by Josh Montero. Josh has given us some good flashes of playmaking.
Yes.
He has 5 dimes in this game. Just scored his first point off of his first free throw, but he missed on his second. Caloocan slowing down. 88-69. High-low. Intercepted.
Not a good angle para kay Cervantes at that time.
Have 2 points on the other end for Stephen Salindong. And let's see if Caloocan was to shoot here. Or who will take the turnover, if ever.
Pero merong 5-second differential between our shot clock.
And that's why Real had to shoot. And he converts from downtown.
Wow, that was far.
4 points para kay Real Cervantes. As now he gets the board with a nice smile on his face and he fires from half court. So that's it for Caloocan versus Bulacan. It is a 20-point victory for Batang Cancaloo. They move up to 16 wins and 9 losses. There's the shot by Real Cervantes, getting back into peak form.
You can see this guy can really shoot from outside.
And big congratulations as well to Coach Buds Reyes, the players of Bulacan for fighting it out all season long. It's not easy to continue playing in this very long league, having not won since the first 2 months of our campaign. But then again, they finish. They have positive vibes today. And we hope for the best for them in our upcoming seasons. As our best player of the game is brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. No-brainer, Josh Flores?
Yeah, no-brainer. Very efficient. Pinakita ni Flores in this ball game.
He's the top scorer with 14 points and 6 rebounds as well for Caloocan. His final score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX. He was the top scorer of Iloilo last year. He has embraced his role as a small forward for Caloocan this year. Josh Flores is now with Mika Abisaves.
Maraming salamat, tama ka, Migs. Kasama ko ngayon ang Daily Fantasy Best Player of this game. Walang iba kung hindi si Josh Flores. Josh, napag-usapan nga namin ni Coach Toto kanina na kailangan dagdagan yung conditioning. Napansin niya dun sa huling laro niyo, no? At yun naman ang pinakita mo sa lahat ng takbo na nakita ko sa'yo ngayong araw na to with 14 points and 6 rebounds.
Yun nga, hindi naman lang sa akin na remind ni Coach, pati naman sa mga kasama ko, going to playoffs, kailangan talaga namin doble effort. Kahit siguro lumamang kami ng konti, pinipilit pa rin namin mag-press, tumakbo, push lang namin yung bola.
Maraming salamat. Alam kong kasabay ng paghahanda para sa playoffs. Ito nga, meron kayong change of leadership. Nakakadalawang laro na sa inyo si Coach Toto. Kumusta naman kayo sa practices so far?
Okay naman kasi kahit nag-change ng coaches, di naman nababago yung sistema doon pa namin kasi magkakasama naman kami halos lahat. So, di naman bago para sa amin. Yun.
At yan naman ang nakita namin sa araw na to. Josh, meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Binabati ko po si Congressman Oka Malapitan, Mayor Along Malapitan, Consi Enteng Malapitan, Boss Felix, Boss Dennis, Venom Sportswear, Yan Coolers, Stay Cool, High Top LPG. Maraming salamat, Boss Dennis Abella, sa inyong support. Shoutout din kay Father Joel na nasa Jerusalem at sa family ko na nasa Baybay, Leyte, yung ate ko na nasa UK, tsaka yung pamangkin ko si Maggie, tsaka yung girlfriend ko ngayon na nanonood si Marjorie, tsaka yung si Tita Cornelia. Happy birthday. Yun lang.
Maraming salamat. Our Daily Fantasy Best Player of this game is Josh Flores. Sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Migs and Wes.
Thank you, Mika. Congratulations to Josh Flores and company as they would move up to 16-9 in terms of their standing. Tinlupa, San Juan, and Sarangani are up next for Batang Caloocan. But up next for us here inside the Paco Arena are the Iloilo United Royals taking on the Bataan Risers. Two teams with almost the same records. 9-17 for Bataan and 8-17 for Iloilo. Thank you for joining us for Mika Abisaves and Wesley Gonzalez. My name is Mix Gomez at magbabalik pa po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.